Can I get you some tea or something?
No, thank you. See, I just came because I wanted to apologize for telling you a lie.
What lie?
See, I was afraid you wouldn't take the case, or that you would go to the police, and I've just been so afraid for me and the children.
Well, you mustn't be afraid.
No, see, you don't understand. Marty isn't a businessman. He's a gangster.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, he never actually told me. I mean, we kept quiet about those kind of things, but, you can't be married to a man and not notice things. I mean, hurried trips out of town and phone calls saying that he's going to be late and strange people around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what gang he might have been involved with?
I think it was a family called the Carters. He would look and read everything that happened to them in the newspaper, and then whenever they would call, he would take the phone in the other room.
Why was he here in Port Charles, do you know?
Yes. He was going to kill somebody.
Who?
I don't know.
And excuse me, I have to leave. I'll explain later.
Okay. Please, calm down. Please, Fran, you must not upset yourself over this.
Please. Can't you see if you can find him? See, find something for me. I mean, I'm so afraid that somebody's going to do something to the children or to me. I can't live this way anymore. I just wanted you to know why it was so important to me.
Yes, I will. You keep in touch with me.
Yes, thank you.
I worry about you. And you be careful.
Thank you.
Scorpio.
Listen, I've just had a visit here from Franworth.
Well, I guess I should be thankful that you told me.
Well, I tried to reach you.
What'd she have to say?
You were right that her husband was involved with the mob and with the Carter gang, and that it was probably a hit.
Great. You know how tedious it is to be right all the time. Well, I guess there's not much I can do about it now. She's probably long gone.
I have an address.
Shoot.
Okay, you got a pencil?
Yes.
It's a little place outside of New Jersey called Plattsville, and she's in Florence Apartments on Gaines Avenue.
Gaines Avenue. Thank you, my dear. I'm now back in business.
Oh, Dick. Please don't be involved in this.
Some booze.
I get it.
Okay.
Hi. Thanks for inviting me over. What is that I hear? Music?
Hi, Will. It's a new song I was working up for the show, if that's still on.
Maybe. Why don't you play some more of it? I want to hear some.
Well, you're going to have to bribe me with more than a maybe.
Well, Tiffany and I are talking about it. I just need a little more time.
Well, you know how I feel. I think you're doing a lot of good for a lot of people.
Well, that's kind of what I have to sort out.
I've done enough work for today. I think I'm going to go take a long, hot shower. Okay.
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 Have fun.
Sounds good.
Thank you, it will be.
Well,
I appreciate the talk that we had at Kelly's. I think you made a lot of sense. You want to sit down?
yeah, sure.
And I think I did a lot of overreacting.
Well, you had every reason to, though. I just wish that I had an excuse.
No, what you said was enough. I think that we can be friends. I'd like to be friends, very much.
Well, that makes two of us.
You know, I don't think that I ever really didn't trust you. You have a lot of people in your corner, like Ruby and Terry, right?
Mama, boy, she was something else.
And she loves you very much.
Yeah, well, she has to.
Well, that's the kind of love and support I'm going to need next month.
Frisco.
Yeah, we have some new leads, and it's going to bring out a lot of worries and trouble. You know, it makes me crazy.
Well, you can count on me to do anything that you need. I'll help you in any way I can.
Thanks. Well, what about you? I mean, you know, the show.
Oh, yeah. You really think I should do it?
Yeah.
Well, Tiffany said something about wanting to do an audience poll or something. I don't know. Anyway, she wants to find out if people really want to see the show, and I told her that I would hold off making a decision until we know the results. But if I should decide to do it, I'm really going to need your help. I mean, I want to be able to come to you and talk with you again.
Well, what are friends for? I will.
Thanks.
Can I help you?
Dr. Hardy is expecting us. Will you please tell him the accreditation committee is here?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Don't understand how we got out of those investments without a loss.
Well, because we're not losers, my boy.
I know, but the stocks went down.
Yeah, well, I was betting on that. When I found out in Steve's office that the Meditech was not taking on any more hospital acquisitions, I figured sometime today they'd make an announcement that they were in trouble.
So you cleared out with enough profits to make up for the losses that we took earlier in the day?
That's right, but we've still got a problem.
I know, the accreditation committee's final report.
Well, I was hoping that we could wave Meditech at them if it was too negative. Head off any reorganization recommendations they might have.
Reorganization recommendations? Father, you know as well as I do that General Hospital is one of the finest run institutions anywhere.
Not by what this committee saw. I'm afraid some heads are going to have to roll before the dust settles on this one.
Whose heads?
Well, not yours or Monica. You're both fine doctors, and the hospital can't run without doctors. Speaking of Monica, she may be one of the lucky ones.
Monica, why?
She's the logical one to move up a notch.
What? I can't believe that you're going to throw Steve Hardy to the wolves.
Well, I wouldn't, not deliberately. But I may not have a choice. You know, depending on how damaging that report is. Quartermaine.
Hello, Mr. Quartermaine. This is Lucy Jones.
Yeah, so what do you want?
Well, I have been trying to track down Scott Baldwin all day, and
So is everybody. The man picked a lousy day to take off.
Well, then perhaps you could help me.
Probably not.
Well, you know, I heard that an organization called Meditech is probably going to come in and take a look at General Hospital.
Not anymore. They're going to be too busy talking about Chapter 11 with their lawyers, my guess.
Oh, so are you saying that means there won't be an evaluation?
Exactly what it means.
Are you absolutely sure?
Madam, I rarely say things unless I'm sure. Now, is there anything else you want to know?
No.
Good, good.
Scott Baldwin, wherever you are, you better stay there, because when I get a hold of you... Damn it.
Hello. I believe you've all met or know about Monica Quartermaine, one of our very fine surgeons and our new assistant chief of staff.
Hello. Thank you.
We are, of course, extremely anxious to hear the results of your studies at General Hospital.
We cannot ignore certain very serious difficulties that became apparent during the course of our work here.
No, of course not.
The incident of violence, for example, which was directly witnessed by the committee.
There were extenuating circumstances involved in that situation.
What is pertinent here is that a doctor, a full-time doctor, on the staff of this institution, physically abused a patient.
And was subsequently suspended.
Which did not, however, suspend the fact that the incident nevertheless happened. It may have even exacerbated the notoriety received by this institution in the public press. Then there is the electrical failure.
Oh, not really a failure. A minor short, and it was confined just to the main floor entrance.
The electrical failure, insofar as it is suggestive of an aging and somewhat, perhaps, not well-maintained physical plant, is another major consideration the committee has had to evaluate.
Excuse me, you are aware of the fact that were there a true power failure, we have emergency backup generators that will give power to any medically needed area here, including, of course, the operating theaters.
Of course, we are aware of that. Then, there is the matter of the unfortunate odor.
Well, that was also confined to a small area, and it's never happened before.
Nor, I presume, have you ever, shall we say, misplaced a patient before. And yet there is the curious disappearance of that young woman. Isolated incidents, one-of-a-kind situations. And yet, Doctor, all of these unfortunate incidents did in fact occur. And did in fact occur right in front of the eyes of the committee. One would be forgiven, I presume, wondering what was going on in this institution when the committee wasn't here. You will note all of our findings here. In detail, naturally. The resulting actions this committee is required to take will, of course, be mandatory.
Sean, what are you doing here? Something wrong?
I don't know yet. Can we go inside?
Yeah.
Thank you.
What is it?
Have you gotten any more of those strange phone calls today?
Yes, as a matter of fact, just a few minutes ago. How did you know?
Anna told me. Same with me.
Like who you are, where you're going, stuff like
Exactly.
that? I thought it was just another heavy breather at first.
I wish that's all it was. The thing that bothers me so much is that both of us are involved in this, and there's still some people out there, some pretty unscrupulous people who have grudges against me, and I don't want them going after you to get to me. So I want you to promise me something. From now on, you don't go out alone.
Another reason for keeping me out of Canada?
I'm serious, Felicia. Canada is out.
Sean, I thought we were in this together. I took almost as many risks as you in Washington.
I know all that. It seems we have some new players in this game, and until we get to the bottom of these phone calls, we play it safe. All right?
All right.
I've got to get going. I'm going to have Robert detail the man to watch over you, all right?
Please don't worry about me so much. Just think about getting those leads to Frisco, okay?
All right,
Please,
I'll take care of it. Just trust me. I will find Frisco for you. But you listen to me.
All right, think carefully before you do anything, Mr. Donnelly. You wouldn't want the lady hurt.
You hurt, I'll kill you. All right, just do as they say. Just do as they say.
Get in the car.
What do you want?
Why not?
Just cooperate, Mr. Donnelly. Give me the ropes and ties. Let's go.